everybody around you. But funnily enough, when I finish a race, I'm quite breathless from the exertion of driving the kart around and all the bumping. It's easy if you're going too quickly to spin out. The kart just spins and you spin off the track amidst a bundle of tyres. Yes, it does make your heart jump a little bit then.
I've been told I'll get into a lot of trouble if I call it go-karting.
Yes, that's right. Go-karts are the fun karts that you have at fairs and things like that. These are definitely karts, and they're out-and-out racing machines.
With engines capable of 18,000 revs per minute, the karts have certainly come a long way since the 60s, when they were powered by lawnmower engines. But they still look very simple and uncomplicated machines. So are the many engineers and mechanics like Dave Nash from Wildenrath really necessary?
There's a hell of a lot to learn. It's a racing car in miniature with all the same problems that Nicky Lauda and all the rest of them have. The lads have many problems during a race, and it's nice to have somebody who's got a rough idea what's happening for them to turn to and calm them down a little, and hopefully get them back in the next race.
Do people have to have a licence to drive these?
Yeah, there's a licence approved and issued by the RAC. Once the lad joins the club, we give him the application form. He's got to go for a medical.
Really?
Yeah. All that's sent off to the RAC and racing organisation in UK.
But why do you have to have a medical?
To make sure you're up to it. They check you for your heart and all the rest of it.
Really? Because of the pressures and the
Because
dangers?
it is strenuous.
Yes.
When a driver comes in, I think if you look, it looks like he's ran it, never mind drove it. It's absolutely tiring.
To a large extent, you can get all the thrills of say, motor racing, but without the cost, really.
Well, the cost is quite reasonable, I think. The lads operate on less than 100 marks a month. That's all the spares, petrol, and bits and pieces in between.
Someone who's invested a little more money in the sport is Phil Hill, one of the few Army participants in this Air Force-dominated sport. Most of the karts are owned by clubs, but Phil's bought his own, a move which seems to have paid off. He's hot favourite to become this season's supreme champion.
It cost me £575, and that was last year I bought that.
Would you go karting every day?
No, we do it just about right, I think, once every 2 weeks or 3 weeks. You know, it's nice to have a lay-off. Lets the bruised hips heal a bit.
And you can get more than just bruises, as Rhys Warner was to find out in his very first race in the novice class.
There's a car in front of me. I was just coming up to take him, or getting prepared to take him on the next bend. And I just put a little bit too much power on. The back end flipped round into a tyre, and the kart just tipped straight over, and I catapulted out.
Despite the fact that it was painful to sit down, Rhys was back in the next heat, which must show the sort of stuff karting champions are made of, the determination to carry on, even when you're stuck with the number 13. But when it came to the awards that day, winner in the novice class was Dave Griffiths from Bruggen, and in the top class it was another victory for Phil Hill.
And if you're interested